Sometimes, people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. Friedrich Nietzsche. They told you that love would rescue you. They told that it would arrive like a storm and settle like peace. They told that one woman and one touch could make the chaos inside go quiet. You were taught to wait for her, to believe in her, to trust that when she arrived, everything broken in you would finally make sense. But what if that story was never for your freedom? What if that promise was designed to tame you, not liberate you? Nietzsche didn't write to comfort. He wrote to disturb, to peel back the emotional disguises we wear and show the machinery beneath them. And when he wrote about love, he wasn't speaking of hearts and flowers. He was warning you. You don't love her. You love the image she reflects back at you. You love how she fills the empty spaces you never dared to face alone. You call it connection, but it's dependency. You call it devotion, but it's avoidance. Because deep down, you aren't loving her. You're trying to be loved through her, while you dream of forever. She's watching. She's listening. She's learning you, not to harm you, but because she was taught to survive by reading between the lines. She was never handed control, so she mastered the art of invisible influence. You were taught to protect. She was taught to predict. So while you confess your soul, she's studying your triggers. While you're intoxicated by her beauty, she's mapping your emotional architecture. It's not cruelty. It's calculus. An instinct sharpened by centuries of having to navigate power through presence, not position. And still, you keep projecting. You see her as innocent, angelic, a cure for your wounds. But what if she's not here to heal you? What if she never was? What if her tenderness isn't fragility, but camouflage? You romanticize her silence. She weaponizes it. You think her detachment is grace. It's strategy. She doesn't demand. She doesn't beg. She simply leans back and lets your hunger do the work. That's not manipulation. It's mastery born from necessity. And you keep offering pieces of yourself, hoping she'll give you wholeness in return. But she's not interested in your completeness. She's measuring your usefulness. Not because she's shallow, but because she understands the economy of affection, the unspoken rules of leverage that govern modern love. You give. She responds. You confess. She calibrates. You reveal. She positions. Not out of malice, but out of training. She doesn't want to destroy you. She wants to define you, to mold the version of you that orbits her desires. And still, you believe you're in control. You believe your sacrifice is strength. But real strength doesn't seek validation. Real masculinity doesn't beg to be seen. You were not raised to lead. You were raised to perform loyalty, to perform devotion, to perform love. But none of it was about her. It was always about you, your image, your worth, your fantasy. And when she no longer played the part, you didn't just lose her. You lost your reflection in her eyes. Nietzsche wouldn't call that heartbreak. He'd call it revelation. He'd say, you never loved her. You loved the lie she let you believe. And now you stand in the ashes of that lie, confused, angry, blaming her. But she didn't deceive you. She simply stopped pretending. You wrote a script. She acted her role. And when she was done, she left the stage. The illusion didn't shatter because she changed. It shattered because you finally looked at it with sober eyes. She wasn't your soulmate. She was your mirror. And mirrors don't lie. They reveal. What you saw in her was everything you couldn't yet see in yourself. Her power wasn't in her beauty. It was in her ability to expose your need. Her silence, her distance, her detachment, all tools to unveil the truth. You were seeking not love, but escape. And that's the cost of romantic mythology. It convinces you to give away your agency in exchange for temporary intimacy. But she was never your savior. She was the test, not of your love, but of your self-awareness. And now that she's gone, now that the fantasy has crumbled, you have two choices. Run back to the myth, or face the man you are without it. The man without her gaze, without her affection, without her script. Are you still standing? Or were you only whole when she played her part? Nietzsche wouldn't comfort you here. He'd challenge you. He'd dare you to stop seeking goddesses and start becoming your own god. Because only when you stop looking for love to rescue you, do you finally become someone worth loving. And only when you stop being seduced by the illusion, do you begin to see the woman behind the mask. Not to control her, not to blame her, but to understand her. Because love, in its truest form, isn't a fairy tale. It's a reckoning. And you're not a prince. You're a man in the making. No more scripts. No more saviors. No more masks. Just you, unarmed, unfiltered, unapologetically aware.